Greetings, Earth. Back with another video. Here's the thing. You pretend you're not watching my video, but even if you're not watching my video, you are following up as the lines of thoughts as we speak. By the way, hold on a second. So yeah, you're not clicking on my videos because you're lazy, you don't like to help other people to get follows or anything like that. You just want me to die. But this is the thing. The world, I live on it. I live in the globe, so I have the rights to bitch about it, like when things are wrong. By the way, I'm choosing not to curse anymore because I think it doesn't look very good. By the way, cursing, it's like this. Whenever we speak about anything, Americans and authorities, supposed authorities, they make you look bad because you are speaking. But when Hollywood and fake governments speak cursing and everything else, they try to make it look good. So I don't understand. What I understand is that Americans are claiming the world and they are trying to put their laws into all countries. That way, we will never exist. We'll never coexist. We'll never really live life. We'll never. For those people that are living, they have a car, they are successful, they are people separated from regular people to succeed and then to prove me wrong, to show other people that they're all wrong and they are the government and the organized crime is right. Everything is being monitored indoors, ourselves, our body, our fingers, our hands, our nails. If we cut, if we don't do beers, if we cut, everything is being monitored. They speak about everything that is going on inside the house, even inside our bodies. They are doing traffic of information and they pass to each other through mind connection. Through the powers of the thoughts, they lie to many of you. They say that no one can because religion and this and this and that. But the truth is that America is claiming the globe, is claiming the world, and they made a simulation with us in the past for like about 10 years. When I was in Brazil, I remember a long time ago, I was sitting in front of TV and there is an energy. I don't know if it's God. I would say there is God. But probably there is fingers of humankind as well. And this energy always let me know when I'm being stealed, when I was stolen, or when they're stealing from me somehow. They're stealing my future, when they're stealing my projects, my goal of life, when they are flirting with some ex-wife of mine or some ex-girlfriend. Even the music speaks to me. It's so hilarious how it's like I don't go deep into this topic because I heard many pastors saying when you start feeling life, when you start nailing the project, when you start nailing the I say the architecture of God, many pastors that don't know any better, they start saying that you're the devil or something like that. So that's why I don't go very deep into the topic, but I hear God sometimes telling me things, and even the music and the system, and sometimes God even take over his people and let me know that something is wrong, something is bothering me. For example, right now they destroyed my life in the United States. They sent me back with one hand in the front, another one in the back, no money, no nothing. They made me go through the whole system of the United States so that I would learn from them a jail bond, work, money flow, FedEx, Corporate Express, Office Depot, Velocity, all kind of delivery companies, and then they divide the fortune between crooked cops and organized crime wackos, and then they kicked me out. Then they took my women from me, and then they married my ex-girlfriend, and then they disappeared with my ex-wife, and then they start putting things on her head to try to become famous and this and that. And she said, well, it's crazy. It's not about her. but there is energy that take over people, and that energy we cannot control yet. I cannot control yet. I control it when I'm very famous, when I'm rich. Right now, why I'm not gonna get rich? Because I'm very powerful, and Satan knows that, and the evil know that I'm powerful. Me with a little bit of money, for some money, what is money for me? $2 million for me is nothing. It's something that I would spend. $2 million I would spend in a stupid app idea, like a entrepreneurship app new idea. I would spend $2 million in each app idea that I would create each weekend if I was a computer programmer, which they don't allow me to, and they're always trying to make difficulties against my ideas and my goals. Then the American teenagers and kids and cricket people and just no good low life piece of shit people, they keep sending things to show me that they will not allow me to succeed. So time is going very fast right now. I'm getting older. Pretty soon I'm gonna be very old, and America make life go very fast, so the next time we come back really old, and then nobody will listen to people. You will be completely different. The 10 years that they steal from you they steal from you like 18 years in your youthhood, and then another 10 years when you think you're the shit, when you think you're the hot, you hot shot, and then you go to the world, you do women, you do drugs, you do, they monitorize if you're gonna steal anything. They send thought suggestions so that you steal. They try to build into yourself a criminal personality so that they can use that against you in the future. Then they will do all certain of things. There's teenagers, they are separated from like the regular society. They live in crash pads as roommates together, monitorizing each and every aim man and each and every targeted man. Life is not the way it's going right now. Life is good and it's peaceful. I remember life being able to go out and buy whatever I want, go to the store, buy a shoes. Now I've been with bad shoes for like maybe a couple of years already. I have holes in my shoes. I don't have a girlfriend for maybe 20 years. I don't have women for like a real women, a real food for like a female food for 10 years maybe. Like they take things from you after your 30th. Until you become 30 years old, they're treating you like Jesus. Only you do not know. I give you advice, even though I know you don't deserve, because you just follow me and piss me off and stalk and try to torture me with noise as because you're short, because you ugly, because you're gonna be bold, or because you offer this and that. I don't know why you try to pick on me. I can give you a lot of tips so that you can get the fuck out of my face and get off my back. But one thing I tell you, kid, if you really want to make in life, if you really want to shine and come back and just give me a little bit of the advice that I'm giving to you right now, would be very nice. If you really want to do this, you have to start when you're 3 years old. Who's gonna stop their life and go to a 3 years old and tell him like, look, hit the books because you fucked up? After 30 years old, you're gonna be fucked up. They're gonna chase you, they're gonna bully. But right now, they're starting earlier. If you really want to succeed, you have to hit the books at you're 3 years old. When you're 3 years old, at the time when you were 18, you already graduate. At 19, 20 years old, you already got a job. You got some money. You're working for a car. By the time when you're 22, 23, things like that, you have to have a car, a job, and work on your career. When you're 25, you're looking to like get married because they're gonna work on your wife. They're gonna work on your wife, your girlfriends. Besides, they're gonna be work on your masculinity. There is governments. There's people, they take over our body to change the way we speak, to change our body facial, our body expression. Every single thing has a meaning. You're supposed to be your father, but if you have a brother, they will try to implement the Bible into you to try to hold you back. United States on the like 70% of the globe. they only have like a couple enemies, which is like they're not enemies, but obstacles to take over the whole thing, which is Russia and Arabics, maybe a little bit of Asia, but I doubt it. India and Africa is a bunch of ass kissers of America. America rule basically almost everybody. Brazil, they're not very hot in here. They are hot because most people are still third world country, even though they have cars and I don't. Most of these people, they don't speak English, they don't understand the flow, they don't understand, they don't understand what they're supposed to do, their boundaries, they don't understand until where they can allow the Americans to claim their lives, their bodies, and their homes, and their, life works this way. You have a house. Americans in Brazilian organized crime will divorce your family so that you do not have a household. Once you don't have a household, TV will jam your family with threats and shallow provocations and everything until you become them. If you don't become them, they're gonna will have a time in your life when you wake up mentally that all your friends will leave you behind. Your friends will leave you. Your family will mock you. Everyone. You're gonna be like completely alone. If you don't have the strength and the faith that I had when this happened to me, trust me, you fucked up. I'm sorry for speaking that way, but I'm telling you right now, because what I saw, it's not something that it's just regular things. Americans and Brazilians that are involved in crime for so many years, they might be laughing at me. What's this guy talking about? I remember when I couldn't speak English, I only mumble. I understood what they were doing. I did not know there was this big, this major of like organized crime conspiration. There is a conspiracy. There's only one man. The whole globe tries to get unite, and then let's see me, for example. If I bitch about things, they separate me from society, all society. Women treat everyone super good. Everyone is super nice, and they try. A lot of men with body defect, short or blacks or with any problem or issue, self-issue, but that has money, they try to communicate with other people through you. Women talk to men and they fish and they shop for men through you until they work on your cortex, trying to make modifications on your cortex for you can change your personality. You have to. They start imposing on you that you have to be macho man 24/7 in order to hold your masculinity. It's not true. It's very easy. You go outside, you look at the other man. If the other man is not carrying a briefcase, there's no game going on. If you go outside like myself, I go outside. Most of my neighbors, they all become women. They're all in gossip. They're always talking shit about me when I go to the store. They're always talking shit. Oh, he doesn't have a car. Oh, he doesn't have a girl. He doesn't have women. Oh, they fuck his ass when he was younger. Oh, they're trying to fuck him. They're trying to turn him to gay. When we were younger, my childhood friends, they were trying to fuck everybody else. They tried to get me so many ways. I remember a guy that I used to play soccer with him. Now he's a woman. There was many. There was guys that were like huge guys, used to do soccer, big old masculine guys. They're all women now. So I think these guys, they had a list of people. Sometimes I wonder, like I ask myself, like, well, I don't have that tiny dick. My dick's not that tiny. So why are they trying to wipe me off from the face of earth? I don't understand. I'm not a criminal. I don't go out. I don't do drugs. Like what is it the persecution? But I think there is something. There is a lot of police conversation that God showed me and shared with me. I don't say it to the public because I think it's God speaking to me, so I keep it to myself because there is real police out there. There is real drug dealers out there, and I don't want to scare you, but I keep it to myself. So I think to myself, like, what the hell you want with me? What is it that, like, why are you, like, it's like, why don't you do like regular men? There's a memo. If you're a cop, for example, I'm not going to make it as a police because you destroyed my life as a child, and you destroyed as like a teenagerhood, and now as I'm adult, I don't have the age to join the police anymore. So I'm not a cop. I'm not a criminal. So you're gonna be trying to hit on me as a bisexual. I'm not flirt by your hits. I don't understand. You have bars in your hand. You have guns. You have the girls. You have the cars. I don't understand what you want sending people around me to be making noise and yapping and behind, under my window or around me or through me. You're always trying to incriminate me to get me to court. So I thought myself, well, maybe they're trying to incriminate me because maybe they want me as a lawyer. Maybe they want. I know when I hit the books, you hack what I'm reading. I don't know how you do. I don't know if you get in the lines of my thoughts to a satellite. I don't know how you do that, but I know you do, because when I read something, as soon as I read that thing, you either look at me through satellite, from up, or you look at me from some apparatus very powerful from army, illegal army, that look inside and see exactly what book I'm reading or what I'm from the internet. I understand. I don't search things on Google anymore, because once I search a thing on a Google, I write something on my phone. When I turn on the TV, the guys, the snobby guys, which is the VIP, they are talking about exactly specific at what I just researched. So you either send me thought suggestions so that you know what you said to me, and you keep me isolated from society and alone, so there is no way that I can get any other suggestion by yours, or you sending me smart things at a level that what I need to hear at that moment. One thing I know, when I talk to God, I know it's not you, because he's more precise than you. There is God, there is the verb, which is the people that the verb. I don't consider the verb one person only. I think you're more than one person. For the things that's the spiritual things and the things that you do, it has to be more than one person. You can't be just one person to be the verb. You wouldn't be able to control this many crooked people. But I know who is God. I know who's the verb. I know the satellite looking and minding my business. Satellite, I think NASA, you know what the memo of NASA is. NASA, it's, you sent me to the United States, you married me with, my ex-wife, my ex-lover, and then probably one of you guys got interested on her, you start taking over my body, and then you start incriminating me, you destroyed my life in FedEx, then you start threatening me, you made a phone call for FBI staff to make me run, you said that you were aliens, and so on. There's so much shit that sometimes I think, like, should I learn more, like, a better in English and just expose these people? I think to myself, like, well, I'm 40 already. Like, why should I waste the time? Your crooked system, sometimes you give me a little pass. I go like, well, I'm not going to be that bad. Be like exposing people. That doesn't look hot. Why should I just sit here and talk about the past 10 years that what you did? In Miami, when I was in Miami, it was ridiculous. You, American, you ridiculous. You isolate me from society, and you are pushing me, you're suggesting me to just lay down and become a homeless. I remember when I was in Miami, I was like, oh my God, am I hearing this? I had a connection with a guy from Egypt that took me to New Jersey. The dentist, he came to me and he spoke to me. There's a lot of special people, angels that came to me and helped me out, like Nicole Culevani. And then when I came to Brazil, I realized that she was chic, she was famous. She was the queen of Facebook. She closed the whole freaking Facebook herself. She was like the queen of New York. I did not know that. Otherwise, I would just like get a little tougher on her. I think she's out of my league anyways, but this is not the case. The case is that there's like angels and strange people that just come to me, and I think you're just all the same thing. You're all full of the same package, and it's so sad because in the United States, I still have my stuff there. I have to take my life back, even though we know the circumstances. But I think, law in the United States understand that. I've been to the police station. I told them, like, listen, this is my case, this and this and this and that. Do you know what the policeman said to me? So beautiful. Do you know what he said? I said to him, look, I came here from Brazil. I'm kind of like going through this trouble. This is my situation. Do you know what he said to me? Look what he said. He said, my friend, this is none of my business. You have to find someone to take care of that business. This is none of my business. If it was in any other country, the cop would be like, oh, yeah, you have to do it. It's like, it's nice how when you talk to people that know what they are doing. It's, I don't know why I have to always be talking about police. Maybe they are asking for favors to show off. If you're police, if you want to show off, go online. Go talk about NASA. NASA is all about you, police. You know what NASA is. NASA, you destroyed my life with my wife, and then you had the whole time of bars and restaurants. Then NASA decided, well, you all used to watch me, and you still watch me because you learn from life by learning from me. Actually, you don't learn from me. There is a person, there is a character in life that intellectuals and geniuses learn from, which is savages. I'm not a savage anymore, but I used to be a savage. I'm not a savage anymore. I'm not a human anymore. I'm like a more in between. But there's a lot of people that do not know the circle of life, like the money flow, and they are considered savages, especially people that murder other people. So scientists, they watch those people and they learn from them. That's what scientists did. They're like, okay, savages are going to be living by themselves. Meanwhile, we are learning from space, and we are creating our getaway facility. You can call it anything, like facility, Elysium. There's the proper name for it, where it's kind of like Mars, like utopia or whatever. Then what you did, you start destroying marriage and shaking marriage because you want to play God. And then you use like Bible passages into us. Then you start empowering women in each and every man's career, like police. You put one girl in each base. You put one girl in a police. You put one girl in a firefighter. You put one girl in labs. And that way you put her there as a prey for like men in the lab or in the police station, or as well to push men to fight with each other, to argue with each other, to be your personal servant. That's what you did. So now that's why in Brazil it's not very normal to see this many female police officers in the street, but now we see it. And now I know why too. And not to mention that most of them are trying to clone my ex. I see the smile, I see the attitude, I see the demanding, everything is her. I don't know why is that. I don't know why. I don't find myself special at all because I didn't get any heritage from it. I just get mocked. I just get pushed around because of that. For me, it's more like a curse. So that's that, and take care.